I've already stated this more than once, which is why I've largely overlooked the first half of 4th gen, that is, the Sinnoh experience, Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. They just never rubbed me the right way. Everything about the region screams mediocrity, insufferable, forgettable, and quite frankly, infuriating. Now one would think with the remakes around the corner, and remakes in general, that many years later, the developers would adapt to the times and apply everything that Pokemon has built and built upon since 2007. So with that said, let's see what Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl have to offer when it comes to their quality of life aspects. Now after they're done simping over the graphics, they talk about the quality of life additions to the games. Now there are of course some quality of life features that are a no-brainer, like matchup details. Just in case you were born yesterday and started playing Pokemon the next and need a primer on how all of the 18 types work against each other. And then there's of course the returning quick throw option for Pokeballs. Portable Pokemon boxes are back too, as well as an autosave feature that you can turn off. And now we get to the part that definitely caused me to pan these games entirely, as if I was ever interested in them in the first place. The experience share, which isn't new by the way, will retain its brain dead status of giving the entire party experience points every time you defeat or catch a Pokemon. This thing alone completely soured my entire Sword and Shield experience, the lack thereof. They're not fucking getting it. This was one of the things that was heavily criticized about Sword and Shield, because the experience share used to be a thing that you can toggle on and off. Why are you offering an autosave feature that you can turn on and off, but we still can't turn off the experience share? It's enough that they use kids as some kind of crutch, treating them like they're stupider than the idiots that designed this. But damn, did they think that they'll lose all hope and think the worst of themselves and start getting bad thoughts altogether in their heads simply because they didn't have their experience share turned on? This is the type of shit that makes me feel some type of way about what I like, what I'm passionate for, whatever you want to call it, because it's a clear, regressive, and stupid as fuck thing to do. Again, Junichi Masuda is Pokemon's Everstone. What was wrong with giving us the same freedom we have over turning the autosave option on and off? Isn't Pokemon brain dead enough with the fucking thing off? Oh, and look at this. By the looks of it too, there haven't been any major changes to the level ranges of opponents compared to the same trainers in Diamond and Pearl. So yeah, I get that they're trying to make this the same experience that you had with the original Diamond and Pearl back in 2007. And that's the whole problem. It has always been the problem with their direction when it comes to these games. Why make it blatantly evident that you're not only selling people the exact same product with the typical graphical paint job and modernized bells and whistles, but you're making the experience the exact same? So kiddies, make sure you don't look forward to any post-game content. At least don't hold your breath for any. And that's why that nostalgic direction is a problem, because they get to get away with such mediocre effort. These games are going to be $60. Look forward to the same jarring experience with the experience share that you got in Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, Sword, and Shield. You can look forward to playing the exact same game that you played nearly 15 years ago. And even though returning Pokemon and quality of life features that worked in previous games are being included in these games, it's insufferable as far as I'm concerned because of how damning it is when it comes to regression and an overall experience. It was much more convenient to train what you wanted to train. Now everybody gets experience just sitting there doing absolutely nothing. Way to reward mediocrity instead of actual effort, by the way. Oh, you thought that was the only thing? What about this? Why the fuck are single-use TMs returning? Yeah, y'all really thought I was gonna make this all about the returning experience share from Let's Go Pikachu, Let's Go Eevee, Sword and Shield. There's this as well. Here's another not so hot take. I despise the idea of TRs, and I see now that they were just a foreshadowing of the worst that's to come. Now this could easily be tied to Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, since that's the whole shtick they're going with as far as what kind of experience they want to offer you with these remakes. But why spit on, once again, progression by regressing? Ilka, or whoever's ultimately responsible for this, do you know why since 5th gen we have enjoyed TMs that function like the dreaded HMs, which to say is some kind of environmental / Poketch thing they have going on? TRs create the same inconvenience experience when it comes to picking and choosing, because then you have to grind for another one and another one and another one to cover any and everybody you want to learn the TR.
But the move relearner.
Fuck the move relearner, especially since they devolved the move relearner from the perfection that it was in Sun, Moon, Ultra Sun, and Ultra Moon, where a Pokemon can learn any move in their learn set regardless of their level. Now you can see why single-use TMs returning is going to be nothing but the same blunder. TMs became reusable to eliminate the grinding, if possible, that you had to do with TMs of old. If there's a better option, stick with it. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And according to this Nintendo rep that this guy blindly trusts, trust the word of a corporate monkey. It looks like, however, you will get the same opportunity to replenish these single-use TMs like you can with TRs in Sword and Shield. But again, why the fuck do reusable TMs exist only for the regression of single-use TMs in these games and TRs in general to exist? You can't even breed down moves contained in TRs, much like you can no longer breed down TMs and HMs since 6th gen. So there's that funny business of all of this regression, taking 2 steps forward and so many more squared, quadrupled to the 10th power, whatever number you want to get the point across with, backwards. Good, Pokemon following you around is coming back, and they look infinitely more competent in Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl than they ever did in the Isle of Armor and Crown Tundra paid DLC. Mobile boxes, matchup details, the quick throw option for Pokeballs when you're trying to catch a wild Pokemon. They're all great. Then they turn their 2 brain cells back off and nuke freedom over how you want to use your experience share and reusable TMs by creating trash like TRs as well. This is getting to be all I look forward to in Pokemon games these days. And it's just absolutely fucking stupid to take any amount of steps forward only to bring regression along with that. It sours the experience, which messes with the fun you intend to have. Oh, and the shit I didn't care to read out of the article will be available to you through the video's description. Alright, Pokemon Legends Arceus. Yeah, the non-open world Pokemon game. You're up next.